Hi, and welcome back to Scratch. Today we'll make a recipe that one of our viewers, Carolyn, suggested, potatoes au gratin. For this we'll need 5 to 6 russet potatoes, half of 1 large yellow onion, 2 cups of heavy cream, a cup and a half of cheddar, 3 tablespoons each of butter and flour, a tablespoon of garlic, and a teaspoon each of salt and pepper. We'll start by preheating our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we'll rinse and peel our potatoes. After peeling our potatoes, we'll slice them into 1/8 inch circles. I'm going to use a mandolin to assist with this. After slicing, we'll set them aside in a bowl for later assembly. Once we've sliced our potatoes, we'll slice our onion in half and peel it. Then we'll use our mandolin to slice the onion into 1/8 inch circles. Before chopping it further, we'll add the onion pieces to the bowl with our potatoes. For our sauce, we'll set our stovetop to medium-high heat and melt 3 tablespoons of butter. Once the butter's melted, we'll stir in our 3 tablespoons of flour until we have a blonde roux, about 1 to 2 minutes. Then we'll add our 2 cups of cream. We'll allow that to cook until the base begins to thicken up. This should take about 3 to 4 minutes. Then we'll remove it from the heat and stir in our salt, pepper, garlic, and cheddar cheese until the cheese is melted and well incorporated. Then we'll spray an 8 by 11 inch casserole dish and layer it with about 1/3 of our potatoes and sprinkling 1/3 of our onions over that. We'll ladle 1/3 of our sauce over our prepared potatoes. Then we'll continue layering potatoes and sauce, ending with a layer of sauce. I like a thick layer of sauce. If you prefer a thinner layer, feel free to thin out your sauce with milk. Once we've prepared our potatoes au gratin, we'll spray one side of a sheet of tinfoil with cooking spray. Place it over our potatoes and bake them covered for 1 hour at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been an hour. We'll take our potatoes out of the oven and remove the foil. Then place them back in the oven, uncovered, for an additional 30 minutes. It's been an additional 30 minutes and our potatoes should be done. And remember, if you like the content, please subscribe.